Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
We're here live with Gabe Vega, K-4 KO King, one of the originals. Man, welcome to the podcast. Great to have you on.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
I always love having you on, dog. You're one of the best fighters in the area. You changed gyms. You're at WNY MMA now. You're in there with a bunch of savages. I hear about your training all the time. How's it been going over there?
Oh, dude, it was the best move I made. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. But yeah, it was one of the best moves I ever made in my career. Like ever since I got to the gym, my growth has just been so exponential. So it's like I couldn't thank the guys that I'm around, the guys I train with enough. Like my growth since I got to the gym has just been so much more than I could have imagined.
Watching you pull off submissions lately has been crazy, dude. Like you went over there and all of a sudden you're a jiu-jitsu wizard. What happened?
Well, I always liked the sport of jiu-jitsu for like a really long time. I used to watch it and stuff. So I had like the basic knowledge, but as soon as I got in like the room where I'm actually trying the things out and I'm learning from such great people, it was kind of just like easy to put all the things together.
As long as we're on the topic and we're talking about your training camp, man, how is the training camp at a gym that big? Like, is there a certain group of people that you work with to get ready for your fights? I know it's a huge gym, lots of coaches, lots of opportunities. So everyone works kind of with a different group of people. Can you tell me about the group of people you work with and what you've been working on for this camp without ruining what you're going to do in the fight?
Oh, yeah. But I mainly just train with all like the fight team people, like the guys who just like take fights and they take the sport just as serious as I do. Because everybody in our gym's a killer. You know, we have from the killers like me and Tony Viscomi and those type of guys, all the way to guys who just show up and do the kickboxing classes and they're just there to work out and do better for life. So we have all range of people there. But yeah, most of the training I do is with the fight team for the most part.
How's Todd doing? I know he had that knee injury. It looks like he's back in the gym helping teach. How's his spirits? How's everything going with him?
He seems pretty good. His spirits are always up. He's teaching us all now. He's actually like putting on the coaching cap, so it's good to kind of learn from especially good Thai people like that whenever he like pops in and does classes. So it's good. He's been good though.
That's awesome. I know that you're a champion in kickboxing, so obviously it's not really that big of a deal for you to go into a title fight. But what's the difference between going into a title fight in kickboxing and a title fight in MMA?
It's not really much of a difference. I mean, I kind of have the same mentality, you know, just kind of be the best version of myself. Just make sure I show up on the night when I got to show up. I mean, the training and everything kind of take care of the rest of the like X's and O's, you know, as long as I just show up, have a good cut and just confident in myself. I just believe everything happens the same way it's supposed to happen.
Most kickboxers don't cut weight like you do. You cut like an MMA guy for kickboxing and for MMA. So obviously it's really not too much of a difference from fight to fight for you, right?
Yeah, not really. I don't cut a ton of weight as much as I did when I first started getting into the sport. I was a little heavier, so I was cutting a ton of weight at first. But now that I just take the sport more serious and just kind of take life a little more serious, the weight cuts aren't as bad as they were before. But yeah, I do the same cut for Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA. It doesn't really matter. I like to kind of just get my body prepared for what it'll look like in a couple of years.
Yeah, for sure. I know guys like Derek Patterson, professional MMA fighter, professional kickboxer. He generally prefers to fight kickboxing a little bit higher, so doesn't have to do a weight cut. And you know, because for him, like the weight doesn't matter that much in kickboxing, like it does in MMA when guys are like trying to wrestle and put you on the ground.
Oh, for sure.
So for him, he likes to like a little bit less weight cut so he can concentrate more on training and have fun like doing it too.
Yeah. See, that's why I kind of like to start the camps a little earlier when it comes to like the diet and the preparation of the diet. So that way I can kind of just stay dialed in camp and not be so drawn out and like so dead like I was before in my training. So I feel like it translates a lot better to the way that I perform now.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you this. I know you might not even know the answer to this. Why do you have so much power?
And honestly, I feel like I do know the answer. I feel like it's because I came from a 210-pound frame. and I just made myself skinny and made myself look the way I look now. If not, I'd just be a way bigger person. So I feel like the power just translates from like carrying all the weight for so many years.
I know the first time I sparred with you, I was like, man, he does hit hard. Like everyone always talks about how hard you hit. And then we sparred at Booma like last year, maybe it might have been more than a year ago now. And I'm like, damn, he does hit really hard. Like I was like, I loved it. Like it was definitely you hit like I don't know, like a 70 pounder at least. Like you feel like you got really good power in both hands.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I work hard on just trying to like stay cool, calm, and collected, not throw too hard in the sparring sessions and stuff like that, because I know the power that I have, like, and I carry, So
What kind of sparring do you like to do? I know you have a reputation for being a hard sparrer, but like that when you spar hard, like everyone that reputation comes out for everybody. What is like your breakdown of sparring? Like how often do you spar hard? How often do you spar like to learn things? How often do you like go light spar just to like play touch butt, I guess is what
well,
they call it.
well, at the gym we spar 3 times a week. We have like designated sparring days like 3 times a week, but I only spar like hard on my Monday sessions and my Friday sessions. Thursday is more of kind of just getting the body right, getting the body ready, prepared for Friday. So I don't really spar too hard as much anymore, but I definitely get some good rounds in at the gym for sure.
Yeah, your rounds are famous, man. Everyone comes in talking about them when they come in and they train. So, like, I love hearing the stories. It makes me feel proud that like I did rounds with you too. Like, it's always great to hear Gabe Vega stories.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate it. I do. But, I like to train how I fight. I feel like I go in there and I fight hard. I like to keep a good pace. So I feel like if I can train like that, I'll always be able to fight like that.
I believe that 100%. And you come in and you throw down just like you do in the gym. You're not a gym warrior. If anything, I think you perform better in the cage than you do in training. To be completely ruthlessly fair with you.
No, for sure. I feel like I have a little bit more of an edge when I'm in there and a little bit just more calculated when I can like bring my head with me. As long as like my brain shows up, I feel like I'm way better.
I love the headspace that you get yourself into going into the fights as well. Like one of the great things about knowing all you guys and interviewing you and like being on the scene for years at a time is like I experienced like all aspects of you. So I had some people fighting on an FCP card last year, and I came up for the weigh-ins with you, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" You wouldn't even talk to me till after you weighed in, dude. Like you were like such a crazy space, and dude, like watching you get in that space and watching you win that title was amazing things to see.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to like slowly as the week builds on, like I'll just slowly kind of just start to tick and just turn into like a different person almost. So it's like at the weigh-ins, it's never like I'm trying to be an asshole or anything. It's just I'm a whole different by that point in time.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of what fighting is because you can't be a regular person in the cage or you're not going to have a lot of success. Like you have to turn off your emotions for the 9 minutes or 15 minutes or 25 minutes or whatever you're in there for. Like you have to turn that off and you have to become a savage animal for that duration of time.
No, for sure. And that's like been one of the hardest challenges I faced in fighting, just having to turn off like the brain and letting like my preparation and my training kind of speak for itself. Cause you just get in there, you get a little wild, things happen a little faster. But I'm glad that as my career progresses, I'm starting to slow everything down.
Yeah, and when people listen, I always mean like it always sounds like you're saying you should turn your fear off, but it's not turn your fear off, it's turn everything off. Because
No,
to really be in the zone, like you can't be thinking, oh, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? That needs to be trained in your body throughout your camp. So when you're in there, you are just initiating your attacks and responding to their attacks without processing anything. You're just a savage warrior.
no, exactly. And that's the mentality, we work hard every day to try to get to.
100%, man. So you're fighting January 31st, which is less than a week away now. You're taking on Probic for the title. I'm probably murdering his name, but you're fighting for the 145-pound MMA title. It is at Buffalo River Works, and right now you can still go and buy tickets right now if you use promo code K4 Vega. Gabe will get credit for the ticket sales, so it helped him out, put a couple dollars in his pocket. So please right now go and buy your tickets and use promo code K4 Vega so Gabe can get some cash. It's always important. What is coming in fighting for the title in K-4 mean for you? Is it a big deal or is it just another day? I mean, you already have a couple titles and other promotions as well, so.
I mean, I try to get just the fight being another day. I don't let the title and all the things that come around try to get like too much in my head, because I like to stay grounded. I like to it's going in fight. I mean, I fight all the time. This is what I do for the last 5 years of my life. So I just try to think of it just the next fight, But the title means a lot. I appreciate the opportunity. I mean, obviously I had the opportunity a couple months ago, but I got hurt in camp. Some things happened, but I'm just glad that they were able to give me the opportunity back and just let me go out there and prove that I'm just the best in the division.
I truly believe that K4 is one of the best organizations around, and they obviously want the best people fighting for their titles. So it's always a big push to get you. So, like we all understand, like people get hurt. This is a very rough sport. So, like Keith is not a person to forget about who wants to fight for the titles because you guys earn the shots by fighting all around. It's a regional scene, but everyone knows who's who on the scene, And K4 always tries to bring in the best fights, and that means bringing in Gabe Vega, of course.
No, for sure. And I appreciate them too, because they always put me in the best positions. They always give me good matchups. Like they're bringing in a 6-0 guy. Like if I can get this one done like I planned, that's going to look very good on the resume when it's all said and done.
He has a lot of submission wins coming into this fight, and he's got decent stand up, but he's more of a grappler than anything. What is your game plan coming in that you can tell me about without ruining? Obviously, he probably watched this, so don't want to give away too many secrets. But what are you looking to do?
I can't lie. I don't care if he's watching or not. I hope he is, to be honest. Like I'm in here to fight. This is gonna be a good fight. Like I don't know. It's funny the way this fight kind of came about. He was kind of like, I don't know if it was him or one of his partners in the gym or something. They were kind of chirping me on Instagram. So then I went to the gym that day and made sure that this was the fight was going to happen. So I hope he's training hard. I mean, I know he's going to try to wrestle me. I know he's going to put me on a cage if he can get me on my back foot, but I'm going to do everything in my power to not let that happen. I feel like I do a very good job making you fight. So we're not going to wrestle that long. We're going to fight. So
what has I don't really know how to ask this question because it sounds like I'm just hyping you up, but you do a very good job at stopping good wrestlers from getting clean entries into takedowns. Like when you fought Travis, even when he got the takedown on you clean, you are already attacking him as you're hitting the mat. So you either stop you do such a good job of either stopping the takedown initially, where you use your hips and you fight the takedown, or you're giving up the takedown to already start attacking jiu-jitsu. It doesn't seem like you get stuck in that halfway point of like, oh shit, I got taken down. You're either already attacking or you're shutting down the takedown. So at times it's almost like, hey, dude, take me down because I want to submit you. Is that what's going on in your mind, or is this a skill you developed, or is this just something that happens in the chaos of fight and you're not even sure what's happening?
No, it's kind of something that I like kind of pride myself on. I like to pride myself on the fact that like no matter where the fight goes, I'll be able to hang in there with about just anybody in the division. So it's like I like to just scramble. I like to have those like tough exchanges because like I feel like getting taken down is a part of the sport, but the goal is to never settle. And that's the way that I train. I just try to never settle, always try to look for the next position because at the end of the day, like I'm going to get taken down. Like it's inevitable. It's MMA, but it's about what I do with it and what I can do from there. So it's just all about the next move. So I just try to just never settle.
Do you think you're going to be able to submit him? I know, like not all your fights go down to submissions, but to me, you have two submission wins. Like that Kimura was a submission win. Like I don't care how it goes down to injury or whatever they said it was. That was a Kimura. Like you won with a Kimura. That's a submission win. So do you think you're going to try and submit him, or do you think you're going to try and knock him out, or you're just going to let him decide what happens?
I mean, I'm just here to fight my fight. The game plan is the same every time. Just get my hands on them. However the fight happens is what the fight happens. I mean, the plan isn't to submit him or knock him out. The plan is just to win. So however it happens, it happens. If he wants to wrestle a little longer than we should, then I'm confident in my jiu-jitsu against anybody. And if we're going to stand long enough, we all know what happens there. So
yeah, I honestly, looking at the two of you guys, I see a heavy grappling intense match because if I was him and I'm not him. But if I was him, I would try and put you on the ground because I would want to take away that power they have on the feet. Because if I'm him, I think I have an advantage of you, against you on the ground. Like I know you, but he doesn't know you. You know what I mean? Like I know that your jiu-jitsu is good, but I would want this fight to be on the ground, and I would be surprised when I started to get submitted by you because you're tricky on the ground, man. Like really tricky. I haven't rolled with you yet. I would love to roll with you sometime
No,
and just
sure.
feel what you're doing on the ground. But that sounded kind of gay. But I didn't mean it gay. I mean like I really want to understand what you're trying to do with your grappling.
No, for sure. Definitely got to get some rounds. Come to Western New York on Saturday. One of these Saturdays, we got to make a plan to go to the Slobber Knocker.
Yeah, I teach an MMA class right at the same time. So someday I will make it out there. I haven't been out there. Mike Schultz invites me all the time, and I really want to make it out there. Someday I'm gonna cancel class and come out and get some rounds on because I want to roll with Gabe Vega. I want to roll with Schultz again too. I love rolling with Schultz. Him and Ashley are super cool. They're always nice. I love Dub to death. You know, like you got so many good black belts there. I always love to come and train. So I'm gonna make sure that I make it out there.
No, for sure. You definitely have to. I'd love to roll with another black belt in the area for sure.
Yeah, and you're always welcome to come up hang out with us. Sunday's a great day. We do a lot of wrestling and stuff too. So Sundays 2 to 3 we wrestle normally. Obviously we didn't today. Then we do Muay Thai. Then we do MMA. Like we really get it
Okay,
in hard on Sundays. So
sure.
yeah, it'd be great to have you out knocking my guys out too. I got another short guy, Aaron. Love to get some rounds in with you. Some
Oh,
of my
no,
guys come up. What's that?
for it.
Go
Rounds with
ahead. Yeah, we got some good people, man. You're good people too. Um,
Thank you.
What do you do for work and for life? Like I don't know even what you do for a job.
Well, I actually work at like a dog food factory overnights. So that's really all I do. I just kind of pack dog food in boxes, make sure your dog has treats.
Is that why you're so strong, dude? Like you work in a factory too?
Yeah, well, I mean, not really. I mean, I feel like I just been like odd jobs throughout my life. So it's like farm work throughout and then a bunch of jobs in factories as I got like as soon as I turned 18. So maybe that could be why I'm strong, but I doubt it.
Damn, that's gotta suck. So you work all night and then you train all day. It's a tough life,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, my schedule is kind of like it's all over the place sometimes because I go to work from like 11 to 7 and then I sleep from around like 7:30, 8 o'clock until 2:30. I'm up and then I run. I kind of rehydrate, replenish, and then I head up to the gym because my gym's an hour away. So I'm just right on the road heading to the gym.
Yeah. So you get like 6.5 hours of sleep every night. Like after hard
Yeah,
training days, that's a lot. That's not very good for recovery.
it's not good for recovery, but it's the life I chose, Just got to do what I got to
Yeah.
do.
So that means we got to get you some more cash. So more people need to get tickets from K-4 Vegas. So we got to get Gabe enough money so he can take a couple of days off and relax after the fight. Jeez.
It's not too bad once I get into like a routine of it all. I do the same things every day, so it's not too bad now in life. At first it was a little tricky, kind of navigating like working the job and training as hard as I wanted to train, but now I feel like I'm in a really good groove.
Yeah, it shows in the cage and stuff too. And it's always good to have money so you can finance your ability to train.
Oh,
When
for sure.
you have a lot of amateur fights now, you're starting to get to the 10, 12 fight range. When are you going to go pro? Are you going to go pro? What's the future of fighting for Gabe Vega?
I try to just take it every fight, just one fight at a time. I don't try to like rush everything. I like to just feel better in the wrestling room, feel better on the jiu-jitsu, feel better in striking every time. And like, I feel like it just really depends on like my cognitive abilities in the cage. As long as those keep on improving and I feel like I keep getting better in the cage, like during actual fight time, then the pro debut is definitely incoming within the next year or two for sure.
And when you go pro, are you looking more for MMA? Are you looking for both? Are you looking for kickboxing? Where do you think you're going to make a living?
I'm mainly just trying to do MMA full time from like moving forward, but as a pro, we don't make the best money, especially at first. So it's like if I have to take a kickboxing fight or a Muay Thai fight to just make money at the time, I will. But my main goal is MMA, and I feel like the way that I fight, it's hard not to want to watch me fight. So I think I'll be able to get where I want to get to in MMA.
For sure, you're definitely a big draw for the card. I would want to have you on my card if I was a promoter. I'd be like, man, I'm gonna see an awesome knockout or some guy going to war. He's gonna live or die on a shield. He's not gonna quit. Like those are the kind of guys that people want to see fight, you know. Or
Thanks.
they also want to be fair. They don't care if you win or lose. If you bring in like 100 or 200 tickets when you fight too, they like those
Yeah,
guys too. But like that's not gonna get you anywhere in the future. Like your way of getting money to the promoters actually helps you get through into the future.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's what I like to pride myself on. Like at the end of the day, like I want to win every fight that I fight, but at the end of the day, like you're gonna get the price of admission watching me fight. You're never gonna leave one of my fights and say that guy sucked or I don't want to see him fight again. Even if I lose, you're entertained.
Man, there's so many good fights on this card, but when I saw this one come across, I was like, oh my god! Like I didn't really know who the other guy was, and then I watched some tape. I was like, man, this is gonna be a really good fight. I'm excited to watch this fight. I think this is gonna be a barn burner. This will probably be a fight of the night. In my honest opinion.
No, for sure, it definitely could be as long as like, yeah, as long as he's durable, yeah, for sure, it's gonna last as long as it lasts.
I honestly think like it's gonna be a hell of a first round because I think he's gonna put the wrestling on you, dog. And I think there's gonna be a lot of up and down exchanges, you attacking, splits.
Hey,
You're gonna hurt him at some point, and then after that, we'll see what happens. That's when the durability comes in. But I think he's gonna really push the pace right off the jump.
yeah, I mean, he can try. I mean, I got some really good wrestlers at my gym, and I'm confident in the wrestling. Like I'm not saying too much, but it's all right. That's an
Here,
avenue we can.
the thing with the wrestling though is they can stall it out on the cage until you make space. You know what I mean? And that's a great way to start the fight, just to like get some of the nervous out. I really think he's gonna not want to taste your power in the opening. I think he's gonna try and shoot and get you on the wall and just try and work you on the wall for like the first 15, 20, 30 seconds of the fight, just to like not have that opening exchange. And
Yeah, no,
that if I was his coach, that's what I'd be telling him to do anyways.
I have this kind of same thought process in my head. What the game plan is going to be because I seen his last fight when he said himself he was pretty nerved up for the fight, and he was fighting a guy with a lot of experience in his words, and that was the game plan for that guy. Kind of just like throw not wild punches, but kind of loopier punches to get him on his back foot, just put him on the cage. And like I said, it's going to be a lot easier said than done.
Yeah. I come out with like a 1-2 and like right into a shot and just dive for your legs and push on the wall and then like make you wrestle from there. Unfortunately, you're
Yeah.
a much better wrestler than people think. So then you're gonna turn me off the wall and then I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? Like, but that's what I would say to like get a good start because you're one of those guys, man. You don't have this like there's no like ramping on period. Like from the first second on, you're dangerous. There's no like, oh, I gotta find the timing, I gotta find the range. Like Gabe Vega comes to fight. When that bell rings, you're about to die. You better do something, you know. And if you are not good with your timing right off the jump, like you got a lot of problems against a guy like you. So like you can't just be setting up your jab and your cross and finding your range with you because you're eating 10 shots of death from Gabe Vega while that's going on. So like he's got the range already. Like you're a tough matchup for a lot of people that are slow starters.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, if you're not starting on the mitts backstage, I feel like you're already kind of failing yourself. I feel like I like to go out there in the kind of like, not a full sweat, but I like to kind of be perspirating a little bit already warm. So there's no need to kind of warm up in the fight. I'm already warm.
Yeah, man. Hopefully I get the call. I'm not sure I'm gonna be calling the fights or not yet, but I hope I get the call. If not, I'll be in the back. I'll be rooting you on. I'll come out and I'll watch it. I got a guy fighting on the card, so
Oh, you do got a guy? Okay, okay.
yeah. I got this guy Cameron. He's fighting on the card. He's a super good wrestler. We're gonna come in and show like what real wrestling is in the cage. So, um, he's fighting a jiu-jitsu guy, so it'll be a very interesting matchup. So I got a guy on the card, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to commentate or not, but I'll be there and I'll be watching the fight no matter what. So,
No,
it'll be a
uh,
good time.
you're for a treat.
Yeah. Your fight, my guy's fight. Welcome to K-4 for Cam too. He fought for he wrestled at Sweet Home with Don Lilly and you know, so Pat was one of his coaches, Pat Mix and stuff. So he's been around the game for quite a long time, even though he's just taking his first fight now.
Hey, it's cool though. Better late than never, man.
Yeah, it's not late. He's like 19. So
Oh God, never mind.
Yeah, he wrestled in high school for Mix and Don Lilly. So like
Oh,
he's just he graduated and now he's coming into fighting.
oh, okay. What a better way to start. Got the wrestling background already.
Yeah, dude. Like, and he took 8th in the States. He's good, man. He's a good kid. A good
Oh, it's
person too.
good.
So yeah,
Kingdom.
you'll love him. We'll get you banging around with him too, and then you help each other out too.
No, for
All right.
sure. Yeah.
Anything else to sell while I got you on here, Gabe? I know we gotta get you some sponsors sooner or later. Jeez, you're not like you
Yeah.
should have like a vape sponsor, a weed sponsor, an alcohol sponsor, a hard working sponsor, a dog food sponsor. We need to get you all kinds of stuff.
No, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like try to get some sponsors and stuff like probably for my next fight or maybe the one after that. When I'm like looking toward going pro, I wanna make sure that like whoever I get as a sponsor is like a good partner and to make sure like they're getting their money's worth as well. They want something to sell, you know?
Yeah, well, man, you got titles all over the place. You always got something to sell for real.
Hey,
I would never, if I invest in you, I'd never be disappointed by anything you give. You every time you come out, you fight your heart out, dude, and people are there to watch you, and they're excited about you. And 9 times out of 10, you get to go on the mic and be like, "Hey, thanks to whatever for sponsoring me." You know, like it's definitely a good
sure.
opportunity if you got Gabe Vega as your one of your sponsored athletes.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. And I promise you, anytime I'm commentating or interviewing you, I'll make sure hey, plug your sponsor so you don't forget.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Remember, the fights are January 31st. That's next Saturday. The weather is going to be great. You can get tickets at riverworks.com. And when you get your tickets, make sure you put in K-4 Vega. And Gabe Vega's fighting for the 145-pound MMA strap. And hopefully he takes it home.
Sure. Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. K4 is the 31st. Don't miss it. K-Man's Corner is going to try and be back one more time for one more fight for K4. If not, I try my best. We had to get all the champions on, so we got Gabe, we got Mike Stevens. We're getting through all the titles, and then we'll get some other people on too, hopefully. All right, we're out. Peace. See you guys on the 31st at the very latest.
All right. Thank you. Not going on.